content. Give me content.
Quality content.
I
Snippet-worthy
need
content.
to consume
Your
content.
Content.
Feed
Content.
me.
Feed my feed with content. Clickable content.
As the internet, particularly YouTube, has allowed people to make careers by independently producing and releasing creative work online, that work has been broadly labeled content.
Talking about making content.
Create more content.
Consistently post content.
That quality content.
Snippet-worthy content.
Your content.
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 And more recently, the definition of the word has expanded. Now, content doesn't just apply to internet media made by independent creators. Now, it applies to traditional media like movies and TV as well.
Our great content is what drives our numbers.
Even more content.
More original content, great content.
Increasing the amount of content for kids, content for families, nonfiction content, bouquet of content, array of content.
Because I'm a consumer. And I consume entertainment, information,
And content.
everything is all funneled down into the same category now. Cinema is the same thing as a TikTok.
Martin Scorsese is a content creator now. Did you know that? Martin Scorsese is a content creator. He just made a movie and it's going to go on Netflix. Everything on Netflix is content, according to Ted Sarandos.
Led by Chief Content Officer Ted Sarandos, Netflix would publicly refer to everything they made, whether a reality dating show or the new Martin Scorsese film, as content.
At Netflix, we love to make and show great content. Content that creates customer joy.
And the rest of Hollywood followed. So you skip ahead a few years, and now if you watch an interview with Bob Iger or David Zaslav, the heads of Disney and Warner Brothers respectively, it seems like every other word out of their mouths is content. And it's caught on with the public.
And everything on Warner Brothers and HBO Max.
Seeing the amount of content for kids, content for families, nonfiction
Zaslav
content, bouquet
said
of content, array of
family
content.
Children's content, array of content, a boutique, a beret of content. Disney is doing so well, they said, because of all their content. Disney Plus content.
Our great content is what drives our numbers.
Even more content.
More original content, great content.
Increasing the amount of content for kids, content for families.
Your dance video competition is content. No. I don't know when this started or how it got this way, but 10 years ago, no one just threw around the word content to have to do with, a Clint Eastwood movie or a Christopher Nolan movie was not ever considered content. It's considered cinema and art. It's cinematic, moving pictures, film, art, filmmakers.
2 years ago, Martin Scorsese addressed this very topic in an essay for Harper's. He wrote,
"Flash forward to the present day, as the art of cinema is being systematically devalued, sidelined, demeaned, and reduced to its lowest common denominator, content." As recently as 15 years ago, the term content was heard only when people were discussing the cinema on a serious level, and it was contrasted with and measured against form. Then, gradually, it was used more and more by the people who took over media companies, most of whom knew nothing about the history of the art form, or even cared enough to think that they should. Content became a business term for all moving images. A David Lean movie, a cat video, a Super Bowl commercial, a superhero sequel, a series episode. It was linked, of course, not to the theatrical experience, but to home viewing, on the streaming platforms that have come to overtake the movie-going experience, just as Amazon overtook physical stores. On the one hand, this has been good for filmmakers, myself included. On the other hand, it has created a situation in which everything is presented to the viewer on a level playing field, which sounds democratic, but isn't. If further viewing is suggested by algorithms based on what you've already seen, and the suggestions are based only on subject matter or genre, then what does that do to the art of cinema?
Okay. I think I figured it out though. You want to know why everything is called content now? It's because all the CEOs of these companies are so insecure. They saw the threat of social media and all the content creators, because content was, social media and dance videos and content creators and YouTube, and I'm a content creator and I make my talking head videos and my dancing videos, I'm a content creator. So anyone and their mom and their dad could be a content creator.
We're gonna take a video.
Look at it.
I'm taking a movie.
Just come on.
You're trying to get away.
You should watch these videos on his channel.
Must be that new family that just moved in.
Just sleep. Jump in.
Martha's down there.
But his mother loves him so much.
It's all available on his channel.
Just like I am. I'm in my living room.
He's a really good content creator.
And I'm a content creator. And TikTok ended up, and everything started doing so well that the CEO saw what was happening. It was taking views away from them and their platforms, and they're competing with TikTok. Netflix is competing with TikTok and YouTube. I watch YouTube more than I watch Netflix.
Me too.
So I think they devised a scheme of language, because everything is language. And so they looked and they saw, wait a minute, they're content creators. They're calling all their stuff content. We'll just call our stuff content too, and then we'll be better than them. We'll beat them, because they create better content than I could create in my living room. They got millions of dollars, the best filmmakers, the best artists, storytellers in the world, Hollywood. The best films in the world. They're better than the other stuff that's on social media as far as artistic and just better stories. But if they just call it content and compete with it, then they're better than that. And then they win the content battle, and maybe they'll win the viewing battle for eyeballs. Because everyone's battling over your short attention span now. And Quibi tried to, Steven Spielberg buddy of his, DreamWorks executive came up with Quibi. Supposed to be 5-minute, 10-minute movies. I was actually looking forward to that. I want to make some Quibis. I've been making 5-minute, 10-minute little short films on my YouTube channel, but that app just disappeared. I don't know what happened to it. It totally failed. That was another thing too, where they saw the competition of social media and they thought they would latch onto it and defeat it, and just suffocate it and take over, because they just want to take over everything. And any competition, any little mom pop popping up, getting views like Mr. Beast, I'm surprised they don't have a full-on campaign to destroy Mr. Beast, because he's competing, he's having people watch his stuff versus, Disney Plus. Well, what are you going to decide? What are you going to watch? A Mr. Beast video or another, princess movie, Snow White again, or whatever, So they had to, they decided, I think, this is just my opinion, I have no, I haven't done any research, I just thought of it tonight. But I think they decided to just overtake the word content so they can just overtake social media, because they're going to be better at content creation than your average YouTuber. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Just an opinion, but I did notice that everything is being dwindled down, called content now, and Netflix, Netflix even says that all their stuff is content, and they always use the words content, so it's cheapening, and too bad, because filmmakers like Martin Scorsese aren't even happy about it. The filmmakers aren't happy about it, and the artists aren't happy about it. It's just the CEOs and the money, because it was a business decision, a marketing decision to change the language to content, because everything, they just want to take everything over and monetize everyone, monetize everything, endless scroll in the endless loop to infinity, down the dark black mirror hole, and forever, and we're just all monetized now. Anyway, thanks for listening. Have a good night, everyone.